when you're curating shows, is there something specific you're looking for that like stands out to get a piece in a show? And sometimes there's different themes involved, but
yes, I do put themes out there. I'm always trying to get, like I've discovered, I don't know that I discovered them, but for me, I discovered a lot of really great artists in the city, but I want to constantly keep growing and trying out new people and new types of art. So I really like to have a mix of younger people and older people, and traditional art and like kind of crazy art. This is a Because Design Matters exclusive. What is a little exclusive content?
93.3. This is Because Design Matters on CFMU. We are here with the one, the only. Introduce yourself.
Mary Flynn.
How's your day today?
Great.
And what did you have for lunch?
I had a salad. Not that exciting.
Salad?
Salad.
What kind of salad?
Just, lettuce and peppers and raspberries from my garden and an egg. Not very exciting.
An egg in it, too?
Yeah, you got to have the protein.
Yeah, that's smart. Any dressing on the salad?
Actually tzatziki, because that's what I had. So just put it all in.
That's a salad. Smush it all together?
Yeah.
Give it a shake?
Yeah.
You have 60 seconds to start off with.
Okay.
This camera, what are you here to promote?
I'm really excited to talk about the 3rd annual art circuit. It's coming up on October 3rd, and it's shaping up to be a really exciting event. We're very excited about it.
I'm excited about it also.
Great.
Art Circuit. Spell it.
Art, A-R-T, Circuit, C-I-R-C-U-I-T.
That is correct. I don't know why circuit gets. I wrote it and I didn't spell it right, and I was like, "This is now a question." I don't know why a U slips in there at the start. I'm gonna throw it out so nobody knows that I spelled it wrong. But you and Paul,
yes,
started the art circuit
3 years ago.
3 years ago. So that's right after COVID.
Yes.
And what was the idea behind the art circuit?
Well, actually, it was because Paul was in the East End, and I'm in the West End, and I was sort of new to this whole world. I started the Back Alley Gallery 5 years ago, and I said to Paul one day, I can't remember why he was in my studio, but I said to him, I always think it's weird. I don't want to have an opening the same night you're having an opening, because I don't see people going to both ends of the city. And I'm not doing it. I like to have a drink, and I hate driving. So I'm not doing it. And I said, what we should do is we should hire a bus and take my neighborhood to your hood and your hood to my hood. And he said, great idea, let's do it.
I like that setup, that it was to connect the two like sides of the city, that it'd be too complicated.
Absolutely.
To deliver otherwise. I think I first heard of it, I think it was just before I talked to Tanya last year about doing it. I forget who I saw advertise something about it, but I like this idea of like you could hit all the spots in one night, right?
Yes.
Because we run the same stuff with a lot of these like music shows. It'll be like you can't go to both of them if they're both kind of at the same time and not in the same area, right? Like so, it works really great for the gallery setting. I feel like because
I think so.
There's not the performance isn't right at 6 o'clock or whatever, right? Like it's open for that amount of time. You can kind of bounce back and forth.
And it's actually a reboot of something that Cobalt Connects did about 15 years ago, and then they passed it off to Barbara Milne, who used to own the Pearl Company.
Okay.
And she did it on James Street North. And I just moved back to Hamilton 13 years ago now, so I think I moved just when it was petering off. And I thought, what a great idea. But let's take it around the whole city. Yeah. So then 3 years ago when we did it, Julia Veenstra was opening her place, and so she did a soft launch for Art Circuit, and Tanya got on board with us, and she did a pop-up on John Street. And then last year we did 4 other locations, except for me, I was still in it, and then this year we've got 4 new locations again.
Have you announced what the 4 locations are?
We have.
What are the 4 locations?
Sanford Hall at Westinghouse HQ.
Yep.
Wink Gallery.
Okay.
And Yumi Gallery down on James Street North with Bryce Canberra and me.
See, that's a good, like...
Yeah.
That's a spread you couldn't
That's
walk.
a circuit.
Yeah, that's a circuit. That's a circuit that's too far for drinking and walking.
Yes, exactly.
That's actually... It's funny that this is kind of, like, kept up and kept alive. That's how I heard Art Crawl started. Was
Yes.
the, like, a kind of bounce around to let's all do the gallery shows at the same time.
That's right.
And turn into kind of almost a pub crawl.
That's
And
right.
check out the different spots.
Exactly that.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
I like that.
And so the first year it was kind of easy. We just arranged it that we were all doing an opening of our show that night.
Mm-hmm.
And then last year it turned out to be the same thing. And now this year it's the same. So Bryce is having an opening that night. Wink Studios, I think this is the first actual like formal gallery show that they'll be doing.
Okay.
And then Sanford Hall is definitely their first because they've just opened that whole top floor to artists. I think they have 26 artists up there now.
Oh, wow.
And between 23 and 26, and my place.
See, I don't think I was familiar that they're doing that. That's really interesting.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
fantastic what they've done. I mean, it was a real great opportunity. Some artists were on George Street, Melanie Chung and Nancy Benoit, or I call her Nancy Bajoy, because she's so full of joy. And they got the boot at that place, and they were kind of scrambling, and Tyler and Nancy knew each other. Tyler Cowie, who's the manages all the facilities there. I think that's the proper title of his job. And they just connected, and then Tyler's like, this is a great opportunity. Started putting up rooms, and boom, it went from, I don't know how, I think like 2 or 4 or 6 artists, and now it's in the 20s.
Wow, that's
just
a lot.
felt it like that.
Yeah, and there's lots of artists in the city who are looking for
Yeah.
a space outside of their like bedroom, basement, etc.
Exactly.
To get to, not everybody's got beautiful back alley gallery off
Yeah.
the back of that.
Exactly.
They're looking for somewhere to kind of go and do that. So that's really
So
helpful
true.
for people.
I mean, even the back alley gallery to me happened sort of not even by design, but just sort of, it just started to happen. I did it for some friends of mine, and I met at each other's houses on Friday mornings, and I got tired of cleaning up my dining room before and after, so I said, let's do this to my garage.
Yeah.
And I did that for a few months, and then my next door neighbor is an artist, and he said, we should do a show, and I was like, all right. And it was great. And then I realized, oh, well, if we add more artists, then we'll have more guests. And so it just exploded.
Just building it out
Just
for
kept
people.
going
See,
and
my
going.
first time in it was to drop off the
Yeah.
piece for Easy Tiger, and it's just like you can get to it from the alley side as well, or just
Yes.
the street side. So it's
Yeah.
really interesting to just like go through and not expect that to be there, and you get a beautiful.
And that's how I've had so many sort of accidental visitors, because they're walking their dog or their kids home from school, or they're on their way to the Walk Street Library or anything, and what's going on in here?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really like exploded, and I think people are, especially during COVID, because both of my doors, the garage door and the man door, were open, and it's a big space, and so they could stop at the door and chat with me.
Yeah.
And it was just great. And then when it started having shows, it just really took off.
No, that's
A
really,
will of its own.
Yeah, so it's really nice. You let them kind of, Laura and Jill. It was like what do you call that? They like staged it first
Yes.
in your gallery
Yes.
before they moved it over to B-side Gallery. And Laura is a part of Art Circuit this year. Was she a part of last year as well?
Yes, she's our community ambassador.
Community ambassador,
We
okay.
desperately need a social media help, and
Yeah.
she's been great.
No, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I saw on the I was just flipping through the website, and I noticed she was in there as the community ambassador, like
Yes,
you said.
exactly.
So this year, the deadline is August 3rd for submission.
Aha. I'm here to make an announcement.
Yeah, this is this is what we call it. This is a Because Design Matters exclusive.
Yes, exactly.
The deadline is now
August 10th.
August 10th.
Yes.
Because procrastination's a real thing.
Well,
And
yes,
we
and
forget to submit sometimes.
It's been a really busy summer around the GTHA. I
Yeah.
mean, there was the Toronto Outdoor Art Fair, there was the Easy Tiger, there was A-Side, B-Side, and probably numerous other shows that I'm not mentioning
Mm-hmm.
or that I'm not remembering. And so we thought, we did get a ton, we've had a ton already, and especially today, something's just percolating. They all started coming
Everybody woke
in.
up.
Yeah. But we thought, okay, well, let's give it another week, and we'll. I'm greedy. I want all the people.
Yeah, he's like,
I
if
want
an extra
all the
week,
artists.
that kind of, especially when people know the deadline's coming, they may be like, oh, August 3rd, then they go, oh, I missed it. Oh, now I got an extra week. Now I'm in, right?
Now I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
Yes,
it gives you a little
yeah.
extra time. You said the GTHA. I think that's the first time I've heard that. Say that. So that's the
Greater Toronto, Hamilton area.
Oh, you snuck Hamilton in there. I like that because I was protesting for the Toronto Rock to change their name to Hamilton. They said we include Hamilton in our Toronto name, and I said this is BS. I had to change some jerseys. I don't know what you got to do. Figure it out.
That's right.
There's too many ads in the city. Can't wait for the arena.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the Drake versus Kendrick Lamar situation?
Sort of. I know the names.
Okay. Drake's got an album, and he is calling it Iceman, and he's saying Kendrick Lamar's a liar, and he's Pinocchio. Any thoughts?
Why is he a liar?
I think he called Drake some sort of diddler.
Oh.
Which, if he's telling the truth, terrible. If he's lying,
yes.
Also terrible, I guess.
That's pretty horrible, yeah.
Do you have a favorite piece in the Easy Tiger Showcase?
Well, I haven't seen it yet. I was actually away for the opening night. I was up in Lion's Head for the whole summer or the whole month of July. So I'm going to right after this.
You're back just in time to see the last night.
Yes.
You saw it all already. You just get to see it different now.
I saw some of the pieces, but I really haven't seen all of the pieces.
It was just when they're coming in and going in.
But I wasn't even there for that.
Oh.
My sister was there.
Okay.
Allowing for Jill and Laura
I didn't know that part. I
yeah.
just buzzed in really quick, so I didn't know that you weren't even there.
Nope. So tonight will be my big night.
So you've seen a little bit,
yes.
but I'm sure the Instagrams brought stuff. Now you get to really see it.
Mm-hmm. I get to see my own piece on the wall. I'm very excited about that.
Now, this is what I did with Laura and Jill when they were here. Can you, as if we are doing this for just the radio, for the visually impaired, can you describe your piece?
Okay, it's an encaustic piece mostly. It's mixed media, but encaustic, and it's encaustic is basically melted wax, and I think it's a 10 by 16 board, something like that, and the colors are all sort of muted orange and cream, and it was actually a piece I created last year, and it had a lot of glass on it, and I brought it to show someone else, and I set it down, and it fell over and broke. In the meantime, I was working on my own Easy Tiger piece, and I was frustrated I couldn't get it done. And then when it broke and all the orange glass broke all over the encaustic, I was like, light bulb moment. This is going to be my Easy Tiger piece. And it had a lot of copper in it and everything, so I embedded a picture of it's kind of like a transfer of a picture of a tiger in it, and then there was already the copper bars, and I strung lights up and down it so it looks like a cage, and it lights up. And and then there's glass all over it too, so I called it the Glass Tiger. And there's a glass piece for his eye. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's exciting. I feel like this is what I'm going to do with their clips as well. The description is going to match what you. I'm going to put the image in right here. So you ran into similar issue as Tanya, I'm getting my tongue twisted here.
Oh, yes,
because hers fell
was far
out the
worse.
wall.
I did mine to myself. Other people did.
Hers was a crime.
Yes, hers was a crime, yes.
A crime against the, we call it.
And I was able to recover before. She had to do it.
The studio
during.
etiquette.
Yes,
yeah. It's nice that she repurposed it and turned it into a secondary piece.
Of course she
First
did.
she was like, no,
Tanya,
I'm not doing it. She's got to do it. Yeah.
No.
You got to come up with something else to put into it. It's exciting. I'm going to go tonight and try to get some more footage of each piece so that when I'm cutting these together, it'll make sense.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So you don't have a favorite piece other than your own because you haven't seen them all yet. You got to go check them out.
I can't remember anything. This was an unexpected question. I can't remember.
Them tonight.
Yes.
Less expected question. Even less expected than that one. What's your favorite show to watch?
Oh, that is a good question. I love the show Hacks. You know, with, I can't remember her name now all of a sudden. She's a stand-up comic. She's like getting past her prime, and they want to kick her off the show.
Is it Amy Schumer?
No.
No, somebody else.
It's older than, an older woman than that. And then her agent pairs her up with a young woman who's said too much online, and she's in trouble too, and so the agent's trying to like rescue both of them, and they meet and they get along horribly. Like there's real antagonism there. You're too old, you're too young, you don't know anything, blah blah blah, and then it becomes a love affair.
I'm gonna
and
check
it's funny.
It yeah,
it's very good.
It sounds like the kind
Terrible.
of show
I can't remember
I'd like.
either of the names of the main characters,
that's
but it's
how
brilliant.
It works. Show just got to be good. It's just got to get you coming back for another episode.
Anything that makes me laugh, I'm all in.
Yeah, that's the kind of shows I like too.
Yeah.
I don't want something too serious. I don't want to be sad.
We have enough of that.
Yeah, exactly. Watch the news. in more serious information, how do you feel about thirst traps?
Okay, another term I don't know. I'm
Perfect.
old. You're gonna have to explain.
Perfect.
It to me.
That's exactly the way I'd like it. Prior to last summer, I asked everybody the same question: is a hot dog a sandwich? And I said, this year I'm going to make a new repeating question, more serious. Thirst trap is when somebody posts a seductive photo on the internet.
No. I'm out.
Quick no. Get rid of that one. Now, when you're curating shows, is there something specific you're looking for that like stands out to get a piece in the show? And sometimes there's different themes involved, but
yes, I do put themes out there. I'm always trying to get, like I've discovered, I don't know that I discovered them, but for me, I discovered a lot of really great artists in the city, but I want to constantly keep growing and trying out new people and new types of art. So I really like to have a mix of younger people and older people, and traditional art and like kind of crazy art.
I like that too.
I like the crazy art.
Yeah. Yeah, I also like the crazy art. I liked what you were saying before we started the interview, along the lines of just wanting to like be tapped in with all the different like parts of the Hamilton scene and like knowing everything that's kind of going on.
I really do like being on the inside track.
So yeah, it sounds like you are. You know a lot of the people and the places and who's making the things happen. So that's
and I do think too, like it's so exciting to work together, to be part of that community. And my like little philosophy, I heard it in Hamilton the first time, is high tide rises all ships, and I really think that's really important. So like, if again back to starting with Paul, if Paul is doing well in Hamilton, then if I attach my name and energy to him, then it will spread, and it's true for the whole art community. Right?
Mm-hmm. I'm of the same mentality. I have a good friend. His saying is community over competition.
Absolutely.
It's like we're better off doing 100%. This together. It's like it's not no competition. The competition's still good, but community's got to come first in that scenario, right? That's what makes things. If you put on a show and there's 5 other people part of it and they can all get along and all go to the show, right? Like it just works better that everybody can go to everybody else's events and it builds this sort of thing, right?
And I think it gives you a much bigger audience. Like a while ago, do you know Juliana Bernacki?
I think
she does rug cooking, and she's got energy to beat the band. And she came to me and said, "Can I do a show in your gallery?" And I said, "Sure." And she said, "I'll run it. I'll do everything." I said, "Great." So she did, and then I got exposed to a whole bunch of younger artists that I might never have met, and all my friends did too, which was really spectacular.
That kind of crossover
got everybody
nice.
talking. And,
that's how I feel about this show or like all the other events. So likewise, if she ever has something she wants to come promote, welcome to come out. I'm always looking to. I did more music stuff to begin with. I want to get more of the like art scene and different people in here. So I think
shout out to Juliana, because she'd make a great guest.
Yeah, for sure. She's more than welcome. I look down the barrel here. You have the mic.
Okay.
You get one complaint. What is your complaint?
About like anything? Too much plastic in the planet. And I'll add to that too, we're killing ourselves by insisting on convenience. So
that's
don't let me
too.
rant about that too long.
You got time. Those are both very good ones, especially on the spot. I didn't give you no prep, no nothing. Now, next up is read these notes, please, into the camera, into the microphone. I mean, camera's less important.
This is a Because Design Matters. Oh my gosh! This is a Because Design Matters exclusive. What is a little exclusive concert? My name is Mary Flynn, and you've been watching Because Design Matters.
Nailed it. Who's your favorite artist from Hamilton?
That's not fair. That's just not fair.
Good answer.
There are so many. Honestly, I love a lot of the repeat artists that have been in the studio again and again. Debbie Finn, she's fabulous. Colleen Reed, also fabulous. Helen Sluice. These are all friends of mine now too. Yep. But I met them all in the studio, and some Tanya. I mean, her work has been in my studio too. Nancy Benoit. I love Nancy's new style that she's doing. Melanie Chung. I mean, come on. I just go on and on. I better mention a male one. Paul Elia. Of course, Paul.
Of course. It was a setup. If the Back Alley Gallery had a password, what would it be?
Welcome.
That's a good password. Good answer. See, on the spot. You nailing it. I appreciate you coming out.
I appreciate you so much too, Brody. Thanks.
We can do this anytime. We'll set it up for whatever event. Always welcome.
We'll come back in September and I'll sell the bus tickets
for
Art Circuit.
Okay. Yeah, you and Paul should come.
Yeah, excellent.
Let's do it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. My name is Mary Flynn, and you've been watching Because Design Matters.